I'm back, and I'm back with another Suisunday. And today I have somebody from the UK with a lot of names.
Hello.
I see SCRIMSMULLET. I see, do you pronounce it Jehk?
So it's essentially just Jehk. It's like Jack, but with an E. It's just Jehk.
Oh, and I thought it was like dialect for jerk. But it also says Tyler. So many names for one person, and I believe many people in the G59 will know you because you have a huge fan page. But tell me a little bit more about yourself.
So I pretty much I've been doing content creation for just about 10 years now because I started when I was in primary school, funnily enough. So I was 10. And yeah, I just did content creation, started to get up and up, and then for a little while stopped doing YouTube, and then I found a new passion for it again when I started in college. And ever since then, I've been doing little bits of content here and there, even whether it's like me in front of the camera or whether I'm just doing like producing or editing for somebody else. And yeah, only this year, or I think it was at the start of this year, is when I started to be like, okay, I want to be back in front of a camera. I want to vlog. I want to make gaming videos. I want to, I just want to do any kind of videos possible because I feel like I can't really stick to one genre. I always just want to do everything. It
And
pretty much it's how my thought process is.
and is there a particular genre that is your favorite? If you could choose whatever you could make content with and maybe even get monetized, what would it be?
God, well, I really like gaming videos because I mean, I'm a sucker for video games. It's really fun, but I also really love vlogging. So, like when I did my Amsterdam trip, like vlogging every single day of that and just being able to, because the way I think about it is more, the videos are just an archive, a way of archiving my life. So I can just look back one day and just be like, oh, this was when I went to Amsterdam, or
Yeah.
this is when I went to this place. So
Yeah.
just recording all the time, just going out there, because it then makes me want to go out to different places as well, just so I can show off like what I do in my life.
Yeah, I get that. That's why I do the mini vlogs as well. It wasn't even meant to be out there for public. It's for me, it's my archive and maybe my legacy for hopefully someday some grandchildren can see, oh, grandma did this with our daddy. But also, I thought I might as well just put them out there for others to be maybe influenced to go to those cities as well or see more music or do more stuff with their parents or their children. Of course, I watched your Amsterdam vlog because I live in the Netherlands. It was so nice to see it through your eyes. What did you like the best about the Netherlands?
Honestly, just as basic as it sounds, the architecture, just the way the whole like Amsterdam is laid out with the canals. I've never seen anything like it. Just how like deep rooted all of the water is, and it was just beautiful. And my favorite, probably out of the whole week I was there, we were in a nice place and whatever. But my favorite part was the boat. On my birthday, we went on a boat where. You pretty much tour all throughout the canal and you get to see all of the different things. We're on like the last part of the show. So pretty much the guy was saying we can either have like a very formal sort of conversation and I show you all of this stuff, or we can just have a laugh. And he showed us all the best bits of it. The boat was absolutely beautiful because the
Oh,
views I got to see, man, the
th-
views were incredible.
so that was a perfect birthday. In a few weeks, it will be my first time ever in my life that I'm going to visit the UK.
No
So,
way, yes, because you're
yeah,
coming down to London.
yes, yes. And I don't know if you're near London or Manchester.
I
Know
went to
it better.
Manchester a little while ago. It was about 4 or 5 hours,
Yeah,
so.
that may
But I'd,
be.
I'd definitely recommend doing both because the thing is,
Yeah,
London and Manchester, they're the two, I'd say, very big places in the UK. However, they're very different vibes. London's more everyone's just trying to rush, get where they need to be or whatever. While as Manchester, you still get all the beautiful parts of a massive city. However, everyone's a lot more like just chill.
yeah.
No one's in a rush anywhere. So you get it's like two different worlds really.
When the time comes, we'll let you know.
Yes.
But today it's a Suisunday, so we're going to talk about the Suicide Boys. What is the first recollection you have of a song or being a fan? When did that all start for you?
Well, I was in high school and this was getting to a time where like I was starting to, get more into like the sad rap SoundCloud type stuff because I was very much into like sort of hip hop stuff for a very long time, the most basic stuff. But I one day, so funnily enough, one of my exes showed me one of the Suicide Boys songs, and after listening to that one, it was just from there, just I listened to all of it, and I just got absolutely addicted to it because it's like it's different. You know, it's like compared to all these basic hip hop songs, these ones you can actually like relate to, and I feel like there's just it's different. It's a different type of listening.
Yeah, nice. So you chose a song to listen to together today. What is the song and why did you choose this one?
So I've decided to go for Opana. That was one of the songs that like when because I only listened to I think some of the more basic ones, you know, the Antarctica, the Kill Yourself, you know, Antelo's I Love. But then when I started to dabble in like other ones, the first album I looked at was Eternal Grey, and Opana was just it was the first one I happened to click on because I also saw the music video, and yeah, it was just because I relate that one to like I have a lot of memories from when I was in college. You know, I'd go out all the time with my friends, have a laugh, go to parties. This was always playing
Oh,
at
wow.
any point. This was always playing because it was like one of my number ones.
Oh, that's so cool. Well, if you can share the screen, and I told you you're in charge, so if you want to stop it somewhere or after the verses of Scrim or Ruby to say something, that's all yours.
I'm gonna pause it straight away because one thing I want to say about this song is the fact that the little ad lib that says "hit the blunt." I love the fact that the lyrics they like make it work so you could sing that ad lib and it doesn't sound unusual. You know, it
Okay.
just rolls with all the lyrics. You'll notice that.
Okay.
Wake up with the active face. Pop two pills with Gatorade. Round my neck, yeah, gator face. Might not be a more on a later day, but I don't know. Young slow, kinda go with the flow. Bring her home backstage. Tell me everything you know about life, then I bounce. Roxy hit.
And one of my favorite parts about this video is just how like it's it's just so raw. It feels like, you know, you could easily have made this on just any old editor you could have got with the green screen. It's just something about this video. I love how DIY it is. It doesn't feel like highly processed or, you know, high production into it or it's very just, yeah, let's get this
Um,
done. It's literally just I prefer it. Like I as much as the new boys video, like don't get me wrong, they're sick because they're well highly
yeah,
produced now. They're crazy.
yeah,
There's something about the vibe of just these old music videos. It's
I
just
get that.
it's
Yeah, I get that.
unmatched.
Hard, feeling fucking sick. What can happen now? Just to balance it out. We be backing out. We be blacking out. Falling fucking deeper, I think we be catching out. Glasses always greener when they grab it like a grout. We be loving out. And naughty is cracking up, you can let the curtains down now. Yeah. I wall up with Taro, ain't no tomorrow. Mr. Golf from sick, I woke up in the gown house. I just bought 10 Roxy's, call a body dinner. Chronic place with something, I'm like, fuck it, let me. Rolling down your block, it ain't shit for the setter. Told that bitch get out my ear, she need a chillin'. Xanax bars up in my drink before I pour 'em. We never fuck with you, fuck boy, don't act like you can. Take that motherfucking bed upside your skull. So full of them drugs, I might throw up, I knew I shouldn't have.
So one thing I'll say about this music video is the fact that they use obviously like a sort of vintage camera, but it still looks high quality. I don't know how to explain it. It's just something about it. Just the camera is so nice. I fuck with anything like aesthetic wise,
Yeah.
anything old. It's just it's the perfect combination, you know.
And it's so, if you look at it, it's so far away from where they at right now. Not only music, video wise, and everything, but also in their whole being. They were in a different state over here, obviously. Um,
Well, you know, it is a very provocative music video to be fair.
yeah.
But again, it just shows the progression, you know. This video, I mean, when did it come out? 2016, yeah. So nearly 10 years ago, a whole 10 years.
Yeah. So it was at the beginning of their career. And look where they are right now. That's amazing. But I can understand that for you guys, this is like OG, even a cult maybe to have this. I get that. Well, let's rewatch and see what happens.
And like I've been trying to pick out the visuals in the background with the green screen, but like it's just I wonder how they chose the different visuals for it.
There's a lot of palm trees always.
But they were massive into that back then, weren't they? With the you know, they had Southside Suicide with the palm trees. They seem to love palm trees. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Like the shark and fish. But it just shows their creative process because like how would you think of something like that? It just I don't get it.
Or maybe they were so far gone. This is what they had in mind when they were all snored up. We don't know. I would love
But
to
then
know.
it still works. They somehow like I wouldn't actually question it. I'd just be like, yeah, this is sick. This is sick.
I just bought 10 Roxy's, call a body dinner. Chronic place with something, I'm like, fuck it, let me. Rolling down your block, it ain't shit for the center. Told that bitch get out my ear.
The dinosaurs as well.
It's so funny because you are pointing it out right now. I never noticed. I never noticed. I knew, of course, it was a green screen, but I never noticed all the funny stuff.
What was that one? Just a computer. Have you ever watched? Have you ever seen the Opana music video? I don't know how much of Suicide
Yeah,
because I'm aware
yeah, yeah.
you're Tim put you. When did you like start listening to them again?
Only in 2021, the first song was Avalon, and I've reacted to over 400 songs since. We had Suisundays, 100 Suisundays in a row, but we did like 3 songs sometimes. We did a lot in live streams as well. And that's the whole reason that my son said, I showed you nearly every song. And that's what, when I said, okay, but let me switch it up then and get some different sons and daughters and G59 family over here so we can look at it maybe again. Last week, I did think I didn't see the song, but then again, Tim said you did, but it's so many I forget. And this one I do recall, and I've been bullied over it so often because, and just gonna say it again, I really love the low scrim voice. That is something I am so fond of. And there's this song where he says, "Scream to your low voice, shut the fuck up," and people thought that was
Nightmare on the
that
North
was
Side, isn't it?
that
Nightmare
was
on the North Side too.
yeah, and they thought it was towards me, and that I believed it, and of course it wasn't. It wasn't at all. But people tend to make their own stories. It could have been addressed to me, but he said himself, "It's not. It's not." But I do love the low voice. And of course, I do not like to state that he was in right there. And I'm pretty sure that he doesn't like to listen or watch this himself being where he is right now. But I can see it as a legacy, and I can see it as a kind of a promise to people as well that even the low you are, you can always, well, maybe not be as successful as them, but there's always a silver lining, and you can always get out of it and make something for yourself. And I do believe that is a very strong message. And but I've seen this video several times, but I never ever saw the dinosaur and even the shark until you pointed it out. And I think in the back we have like a fire going on right now. So that's the nice thing about watching this with other people because,
With spaceships
yeah,
and that, you
we're
see
in.
it's different
Yeah, and
interpretations.
I do believe they have some with Star Wars or something. It's so nice to see this now with you because I didn't notice it at first. And
Oh,
everything that is in the back of that car, you kind of have behind you in your room as well. I'm just noticing you have some funny stuff in your room.
um, I pretty much because I pretty much about 10 years ago I painted my walls and then I never touched them since. And I've kind of been debating whether to paint them, but then I realized I could just stick like literally everything on my wall. So I've got
Yeah.
everything. I've got my tickets to Amsterdam there, but
Oh,
I've just got 'em
cool.
everywhere. Look, this is how colourful
Cool.
my room is. It gives me a headache sometimes, but
Were you
you
at
know,
the
personality.
were you at Grey Day in Amsterdam?
I wasn't, no. So
Oh.
I only went because I went in April, so I just missed that. But
Oh, okay.
I went to the Grey Day show in London in 2023. That was the first show I've ever been to, the first ever like Grey Day, and
Ah,
gosh, I remember every bit of it because as soon as I saw that they announced that there was a Europe tour,
yeah.
just straight away because I saw it 24 hours beforehand on Facebook, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Yo, anyone got this O2 early access?" Because I wanted to get the early access tickets. I was like
Yeah.
spamming everyone I knew, like, "Yo, have you got this? Have you got this? I need these tickets," and I managed to get them.
I got the early access tickets to Amsterdam in 23 as well. That was my first ever concert and Tim's as well. Now I have more Grey Days up my belt than Tim. Two. I still have two more. I like to rub it in. Amsterdam was very special, and I do hope next year we will get another Europe tour.
Yes.
I hope that that will be the "Thy Will Be Done" tour. That will be Europe. One
See,
can
actually,
wish.
that's a good way of thinking. I've never really thought about that. How they're doing. Obviously, this is like the Thy Kingdom Come, Grey Day,
Yeah,
but with the deluxe album and a Thy Will Be Done, that'd be like imagine a world tour, a Thy Will Be
yeah,
Done world tour. That
yeah,
would be great.
yeah. Unless they say, "And now we're done," that won't be great. But yeah, it would be nice. It would be nice to have them over in Europe. But I wouldn't wait for it because Bones was on it, and as you know, Tim is a very huge fan, so that's why we got some tickets and went to the States and got to see twice um,
Oh yeah.
a show there. And we got to meet the villains and we got to meet Valley, and that was a bonus to
The whole
the.
little vlog because I watched it on Veli's and it seemed like a very nice day. You were
Yeah,
very lucky to be able to experience
yeah,
that.
I do have to make my own vlogs of those days in Chicago and in New York. Unforgettable. I think I need to share how beautiful it was over there. Okay, but let's go back to the song because our scream with the low voice is rapping.
Actually, we're near the end of this. I'll go back again to Scrim's verse.
Yeah.
Because what I notice about a lot of old Scrim songs is that with the deep voice, I don't know the way they produce it or whatever. If you've got really good headphones and have it on really loud quality, it hits a part of your ear
Yeah.
it's never been hit
I
before.
know.
You
I
know,
know. I know.
I just bought 10 Roxy's, call a body dinner. Chronic place with something, I'm like, fuck it, let me. Rolling down your block, it ain't shit for the center. Told that bitch get out my ear, she need a chillin'.
you see what I mean about the ad libs when it's like you need to chill and hit the blunt.
Yeah.
It's so creative.
Next bars up in my drink before I pour 'em. We never fuck with you, fuck boy, don't act like you can. Take that motherfucking bed upside your skull. So full of them drugs, I might throw up, I knew I shouldn't have.
I'm hoping for Opana 2 to come out one day because we only ever got the snippet for it. I'm hoping we get it one day.
I think Scrim has so much in the vault that he can treat us with thousands of songs, and I bet this one is in there. Wouldn't it be nice if they make a song with that vibe, but in the state that they're in right now? And they did that with several songs on their new album, Thy Kingdom Come. I do feel with some songs it has the same raw edge that it had in the beginning, but it is new and it is fresh. And I do like that. I do like that a lot. But I cannot wait to find out what Thy Will Be Done will be.
I
That
wonder
will
how many more songs we're gonna get. Because I mean,
hopefully.
deluxe albums, Scrim, he had like a whole nother 20 on his solo and his
Yeah.
deluxe. So
Yeah.
God knows how many we'll get for Suicideboys.
Well, 11?
Fingers
I'm
crossed.
just would be something if it was 11 to say, "Oh, you knew." No, I don't. I really don't.
We
But
call it now. Put your bet in now, and
yeah.
then we'll come back to this in God, because that's the
Well,
thing.
hopefully
When are we gonna
soon.
get it? I want to get it. Where is it?
Don't you think that the New Orleans show, which is funny because they said we're never going to do the NOLA show unless we quit. So for me, when Nola was on the list, I was like, oh no, what if they stop touring? And then they said I will be done. So I was like, oh no, no, no. And they did say in an interview that they hope that someday Grey Day will go on without them. So
Yeah,
there's a
like some
lot
sort
of
of
things,
festival.
and let's be fair. I do wish for both, if they want to have a family, that they can start it and they can have some time to do that, because touring, of course, is brutal with the schedule they have. So there's many things to say for them getting done for a while, not forever, for a while. And also there's a lot to say for them to tour now while they still can. There will be a day when they take a step back.
The thing is, we're so far into like SoundCloud era now. You know, the Suicide Boys, their career's been going on what, 11 years. They've been doing it 11 years now, and they're at the biggest they've ever been now. And
Yeah,
because of that, you know, they're getting new fans. But the thing is, they're not gonna get the longevity that a lot of fans have had for the last
true,
10, 11 years. They're
true.
gonna only see what's now because like the end of it, I don't know if they're gonna end their career anytime soon because I feel like they're at a part where, you know, it's full speed ahead right now. But there will be a time, and we're closer to that, I reckon, than we are to anything else.
Yeah.
But
But I don't think they will ever stop making music. Stop touring is totally different than stop making music. And I think, I don't know Adi that well. He's less of a people person, I think. But Scrim is very open about it. And I think Scrim will always make music, produce music. And there will always be Lonely Boy via Cruises or whatever. Because I think he can still put out stuff there for years and years, and he doesn't have to make anything, but he's in the studio daily. Even on tour, he is still making music. And the fact that he has this huge young team around him of producers, and I spoke to several that make samples for them. They're not done at all. But before they're done, I do hope that we get that Thy Will Be Done Europe tour. I'm just I'm just putting it in the universe.
my biggest things about if they do another Grey Day now is because when I went in 2023, I was running a TikTok fan page, but the thing is, it wasn't like with TikTok, I feel like you just look at what's on your feed and then you scroll, while as Instagram is a lot more personal.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'd be looking forward to is if they did another Grey Day tour, I would definitely do like a link up, like a yo, everyone, let's link up in this big group and let's go enjoy this show. I would love to be able to do that just once. Just
Yeah.
that'd be fucking sick.
Yeah, it is. But in a way, if you go to Grey Day, you're always with a big group. Um, I was sitting all by myself in Chicago because Valley and my son were in the pit, and Scrim didn't think after my whole Amsterdam ordeal that I would be safe there. So they gave me beautiful tickets just behind the pit, but in the middle. So I had perfect tickets, but I was all by myself. But I never ever felt like I was all by myself, because if you go like to a festival, you have all kinds of people, and they all have different heroes and different artists they look up to. But if you go to a Grey Day, you're the same minded, and you have the same love for the Suicide Boys, and it feels like one big family. And I'm not just saying that. I felt it like 6 times now. I was only one time of all the concerts with my boy, and all the other ones I was all by myself, but I never ever felt alone, and I made more friends than I could ever wish for. And of course, I think if you're a mom and you're sitting all by yourself, everybody looks at you and everybody's like, what? Or they think that maybe I'm a mom of one of the artists. I don't know what they're thinking, but they're always so nice to me and so lovely, and getting me water and making me sit down. It is awesome. So whatever you do on the next Grey Day, I'm pretty sure you'll make lovely vlogs, because you will be with a big family. But of course, I'm hoping that if they come to Amsterdam, that you will come over, and we can watch it together. But
That
then
would be a sick.
again,
That'd be sick.
I'm pretty sure you, Emma Boy, will be running the pit again. And I'll be all by myself again. But that's all good because I like it that way. I would never deprive my son of being in the pit because I want him to
Mm,
stay with me. That is, I think if you're going to a concert and you go with people, you have to be able to let each other go and to enjoy it the way you want to enjoy it and not to
yeah,
take staying together as a bigger deal than just enjoying the concert the way you want to do it because tickets are expensive enough and you're like looking forward to that for maybe years. So when that day comes, you have to enjoy it the way you want to enjoy it, and nobody should hold you back. But that's my opinion. I don't think it's a popular one, but I don't care. That's how I feel. You
I
should
completely
just,
agree with you. I mean, it's just that it's a one-time thing, especially when it comes to grade A's and like if let's say it was a grade A Europe tour, that is a rare occasion. So that one time, you just want to be able to enjoy it how you want it, you
yeah,
know?
and just I want to say to people, link up before, have a nice dinner, make it into a whole thing, or link up afterwards after the show. But during the show, just enjoy the show however you want to do it, because um, well, it can be years and years before it's here again. We only had it once that I can recall. There were here years before that one time, but that's it. So if we do get it, let's make a deal that we link up before, we have fun, we link up afterwards, but during the show, it's all free game. Um,
Exactly.
yes,
And with those pits anyway, there is no guarantee that you're going to be able to stay with anyone. When I was at the London show, I went with two friends. As soon as the Wall of Death opened up for Memoirs of a Gorilla, I lost my mates for the rest of the show. I couldn't find them.
I think Tim lost his shoe. That was awful too. He found it. He got it back. So that's always the thing. Like, okay, what shoes do I wear? And it's like maybe you have to duct tape them to your leg. I don't know. And I learned something too because I wear glasses for distance. Everybody thinks this. I I got prepared. So if I do
Oh,
enter the pit, I promised one person that if he comes over at a gray day or if we do meet up at gray day, that I will re-enter the pit. So, but then I will have to make sure my glasses stay on because that was an expensive lost I did in the pit in
I can
23.
imagine.
But it always makes for a great story. So that's okay too. Well, before Grey Day Europe, which I hope will be here, I will probably see you in London in November.
Yes.
I don't know if you're
Yes, I should
going.
be able to. I'm gonna be because I haven't got much time left to book off at work. I have literally an afternoon, so pretty much if it's on a weekend, I can make it.
I think it's a Friday and a Saturday, and London is on a Saturday. And
That's even yes. Then if that's the case, then we can make that happen. 100. If it's on a Saturday, we'll make it happen.
yeah, and we're gonna stay over because for the people who do not know, Scarlord is having a tour in the UK, and my son and I are invited by Scarlord, so we of course have to go. It's going to be my first Scarlord concert ever. I won't be in that pit either because that one seems to be even more brutal than the Suicide Boys one.
They are mental.
But my son is going to be in it, and it would be nice to meet you up there. Is there
Oh yeah.
anything in this? Well, I cannot even say interview because I always feel like you're at my dinner table in this conversation that we did not address, or is there anything that you would like to mention about you or what you're doing or whatever? And of course, I will, if you send me all your socials, I will put them in the description and make that work. But is there anything that we did not talk about that you want to say?
Um, all like because the thing is at the moment what I'm using because I'm going to try and do some new things with the Scrimsmullet page. Pretty much what I want to do is start doing a lot more community posts. So like you saw last night, I posted one where it's just photos of people at Grey Day this year. I want to do a lot more of them. I feel like being able to post everyone's experience is sick. The fact that there's like this platform and I can use it to help people, it's just sick.
That's
So
nice.
I just join my community and send me your photos because I will post them. Please.
We'll do that. Thank you from the
No, thank you
UK.
for having me. Thank you, everybody who's going to watch this. It's amazing the fact that I'm even able to be on this video. I know you said, regardless of the size, you can be on here, but it's
Yeah.
just the opportunity is sick. And we've been trying to make this work for a while now. So
Oh,
we actually have free
definitely.
time.
And yes, like I said, and I'll say it again, it's not about the size because we're not that big either, but we're just very into the whole G59. And I'd like to speak to as many different kind of people from the community. And I did not have one with a fan page, so that you tick that box, but also
Hell
you're
yeah.
always very nice to me also, and when you were in Amsterdam we were almost able to link up. If I only had known, yeah, if I had known earlier, I would have made your birthday party on the boat. Still bummed out that I missed it, but
I don't know why I didn't clock the fact that you live in the Netherlands. It didn't cross my mind once.
that
So
that is,
definitely next time I go back, we'll have to link up.
we will, but we'll link up first in the UK. And to everybody who watched this, next week, another Suisunday Switch. Who will be on there? Who knows? Just go and watch. But for now, bye bye and be nice.